Well, hello there, friends. Another delicious pasta Monday. Today we're doing French onion pasta. This is really delicious. I got onion in there, I got shallots, and on top of it, I got crispy leeks. So we got this delicious creamy pasta underneath, and on top of it, we got the crunchy of the leeks. It's delicious. I'm glad you're here. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're doing it right now. Okay, friends. Well, what do you think of that French onion pasta? I got the idea out of a Bon Appetit magazine. I've been receiving this magazine for 50 years. It used to be very thick, now it's a little skinny, but they do a nice job, and they have a recipe this month. It says 1 pot French onion pasta. That's their picture right there. Their recipe is interesting. I'm sure it's very good. They have a good recipe in that magazine. They do a good job. But I'm going to do it my way. Yeah? I like the idea, so now let's move on. It's Pasta Monday, French onion pasta. What a great idea. So look, friends, we're going to cut this onion. I don't want it in too big of a pieces. You know, it's kind of like the onion soup. I'm kind of like going back like I do the onion soup, where we're going to put 3 kind of onion. We're going to put the regular onion. We're going to put shallots, and we're also going to put leeks. We're going to do it different. The shallots and the onion, we're going to cook them together, and the leeks, we're going to do fried leeks on top of it to make it look pretty and to give it a little crunch. So I'll show you how to make this in a minute. Eh? So first thing we're going to do, friends, I hope I'm not impeding the camera. In order for the piece of onion not to be too big, otherwise they'll compete with the length of the pasta, we're going to cut the onion in half. Remember, when you cut the onion, always pole to pole. From the root to the bottom, boom, follow the line, follow the line. And now we're going against the line because we're going to make pieces. And we don't want them to be too thin. You see, we don't want them to be too thin. And now when you get to this part right there, you want to just drop it because it's easier. And you just continue like that, okay? And you don't want them to be too thin, okay? And you don't want them to be too thick. Some advice I'm giving you today. You don't want them too thick, you don't want them too thin. How do you want them? You want a medium. And basically, you want a piece is about that long. All right? So, in my pot that I got right here, friends, I am going to put some onion. And we're going to put I got two big onion. Two big onion. Two big onion right there. And we're going to reduce them down to nothing until they caramelize, friends. One thing is going to help us do that. We're going to make sure we get rid of all that water. Want to put a little salt on them. And then we're going to let them caramelize. If you're in a hurry, you may not be in a hurry, but if you're in a hurry, friends, you may want to do it in a fry pan instead of a pot, because a fry pan goes twice as fast. And let me explain you why. In the fry pan, friends, let me clean my cutting board. Not that it's dirty, it has some onion in there. But I like it to have it clean. What was I talking about? I forgot. All of a sudden, I'm taking over. Do you remember what I was talking about? Oh, yes, thank you. See, they got me. Fry pan. What happened, friends, if you, let me just check. I'm checking temperature and everything while I'm working. The fry pan, you got to remember, I got the oil going, I got this going. I'm like, Mamma mia. If the fry pan, what happens when you're sauteing an onion? It's full of water, full of moisture, and what happens is when you cook it in a pot, the moisture stays on top. Takes a long time. When you do it in a fry pan, there's no side, so the water evaporates. It goes a lot faster. This is how you do the meat. Remember when I do the ground meat? Whenever I saute ground meat, I always make sure then we do it in a fry pan because it allows the moisture to escape easier, and then you get a good caramelization. So now, On top of this beautiful pasta, friends, we're going to put fried leeks. When you get a leek, it comes with this. I was going to cut them. I said, I got to show them how to do that. So you take the root end out, and then you take pieces not too big. You really want to use the white part or the very light part green of the leeks only. You don't want to use the dark part. The dark part, I cut it, I save it for stock. It's fabulous for stock. It really, really is. It works wonderful for stock, but it doesn't work good for many dishes because it's very bitter. When you make it in stock and you cook it for a few hours, that bitterness has an opportunity to escape. That's why you only put them in stock. All right, so now we're going to cut a piece of leek, and we make them about the same size. Like I say, you can use the light green, but it's best to only use the white if you can do it. And don't throw this away. Like I say, you save it on stock. You know, in my freezer, I have a container, friends. Let me make sure here I'm not too hot. Oh, yeah, I'm too hot. So let me turn it off. Yeah, I'm too hot. I'm going to cut it right there. Cut it in half. And then what you do, you remove the heart of it. And then you put it in 2 piles. 1 pile, 2 pile. You take the pile, you make sure there's no sand in them. Those are very clean, they have no sand. And what you want to do, friends, you want to cut very, very, very small julienne. See, very small julienne. Very small. You hardly move your knife. Very, very small, very thin, that is. You see? No big deal, right? You can do this. Everybody can do this. Take the other pile. And this is great if you have a dinner party, you want to make it look fancy, or chefs in restaurants, they want to make a dish look fancy. They do it this way. It's really no big deal. I give you a couple of tricks where you can really do a nice job with it. See, so remember. And do it very small. Take your time. Take your time. There's no rush. As I'm doing this, there you go, you see? We'll do the rest later. Right now, I just want to show you a little bit of it, okay? So now it's got a lot of moisture in there. So I got a few ways to handle that. And I'm going to show you. First, let me remove all the stuff I don't need quite yet. We'll work with that later. So now my trick in making crispy fried leeks, friends, I'll show you a trick. It's really cool. We're going to take a bowl and we're going to put our leeks right there that I got cut up. This is cool. You put it on pasta, you put it on soup, you put it on fish. And you take a little bit of cornstarch, just a little bit of cornstarch, like a nothing, right? Teaspoon, not even, yeah, a teaspoon. Then you take another bowl, same exact size, and you shake it. You can do it with flour also. I find that cornstarch works better. But you can do it with flour also. I don't think flour gives you as crispy of a consistency as the cornstarch does. And you mix it up really good, you see? Whenever you want to mix something dry, that's a great way to do it. And you see, now you're not supposed to see the cornstarch anymore. That means you did a good job. If you see the cornstarch, that means you didn't do a good job. I got frying oil here, friends, and I'm looking for 280 degrees. If you don't have one of those sugar thermometer, just use your regular thermometer. Use a regular thermometer. Yeah, 280 degrees. Easy. Even if it's a little more, it's okay. Even if it's 275, it's still okay. 270, anywhere between 270 and 290, you're doing just fine. What we're going to do now, we're going to take the leeks and we're going to put them right in the oil. And then we're going to take a wooden tool and we're going to mix them a little bit. Now, it's very important, friends, that we fry them only until they get like a light golden brown color. Very light golden brown color. You see? Like I said, this is great if you're running a restaurant and you want to make something really look pretty on top. This is a perfect way to do it. But it's also, I mean, if in a restaurant you have a big fry later, you can do a bunch of it. You let the apprentice cook, cut the onion. Julien certainly did my share of it when I was doing my apprenticeship, let me tell you. I remember doing my apprenticeship. The first restaurant was a 3-star Michelin guide restaurant in Limbourg-de-Provence called Luscious de Beaumanière. And I hated the most, the job I hated the most was gutting the fish and cutting the fish. But you got to do everything. So look, guys, let me turn my water off. Let me look at this right now. I have a spider that I have right here. My oil is at the right temperature, so I am going to remove my thermometer. And when you first take them out, the leeks, they're very porous at that moment. And you want to make sure then, let me make sure I'm not confusing with my heat here. You want to make sure that you're ready for pepper towels and salt. Immediately salt. Because they're porous, and that's when they absorb the salt. And that's what makes them so special, is the salt. So when you take them out, it's like when you're doing anything, fried chicken. The best time to salt it is right when it comes out of the oil. Because it's porous and it absorbs it, and it's really, really good. So look at the onion are doing pretty good here, friends. But they're not doing good enough. I want some much, much darker color than that. And I want them to be reduced a little more. So look, we're doing good here. And we want to wait until we kind of light golden brown in color. We are going to wait for this to turn really dark in color. So I'll probably be back in a couple of seconds, friends. This is going to take probably another 2 minutes. And it's going to take a little while. So as soon as those guys are done, I come back, all right? Okay, friends. You see, we want it light in color. We don't want them dark in color. Because also, you take them out, it doesn't mean they're going to stop cooking immediately. They're going to continue cooking for a little while. So we put them in there. And then we're going to turn our oil off. And at this point, friends, let me make sure the oil is off. Yes. At this point, salt, really important. And what I do is I grab the towel this way, and I shake them. And sometimes I even take a second towel, friends. Second towel. And put them in there. And you got to give it a few seconds now. You got to give it a few seconds. Make sure you really, really, really get rid of the extra fat. Roll them. See the way I'm doing it? Roll them back and forth. But you see the pepper towel. The first time, right? Second time, hardly anything. They're beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm very happy. Now, it takes a few seconds, and I'll be very gentle now. Very gentle. It takes a few seconds to become crispy. Give it like a minute or two to become crispy. And they're going to be beautiful. Look at it, they're gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. Now, two things to tell you. Number one, when you weren't watching, when I wasn't paying attention to my thing, I added a little bit more olive. I started with 2 ounces of butter. I forgot to tell you that. I started with 2 ounces of butter, and then I added just right now a tablespoon of olive oil. But the onion are nice, dark. That's what I want. Beautiful color. We are now going to put the shallots. I never put the onion and the shallots together, friends, because the shallot takes a lot less time to cook than the onion. The onion takes a much longer time, right? So far, so good, right? Easy. Easy, easy, easy peasy. Is that how they say easy peasy? No idea what that means, but it sounds cool. You gotta take that thing out of there so I don't, there you go. The onion are beautiful, see? That's what you want. You want really beautiful dark color, huh? And we got a few more things we're gonna do with these, friends. All right? I'm trying to make the video not longer than I have to, but I'll have to show you those things, friends. Because everybody complaining, video too long, all the time, mamma mia. Go to TikTok, they're very short videos. They do, they're like, mamma mia, they're so short over there. All right, oh, I didn't tell you what I put there. 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. Don't measure it, a little fresh thyme. A good tablespoon of chopped garlic. Good tablespoon of chopped garlic. I have to be careful, because if I forget to tell you the ingredient, and Jack doesn't pay attention, we don't know. He's always pretty good, though, right? Except last time. Little bit of salt. And now, friends, we're going to do a little flour. We're going to put a little flour in there. This is 2 ounces of flour. And we're going to make like a little mud pie. And that's going to give us a little thickness. We're going to put a little white wine. What do you say? A cup and a half of white wine? A cup of white wine. Mix that up. Come to think about it, we're really going to give it 2 cups of white wine. 2 cups of white wine, we're going to let it reduce a little bit. Let the wine reduce, come to boil. Make it a spatula. There you go. And then we're gonna start building some flavors, friends. We're gonna bring this to boil, and then we're gonna start bringing some flavors. Not then. We already got quite a bit of flavors, but we're gonna put a little more. All right. One thing then we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of aged balsamic vinegar. This is an 18-year-old balsamic vinegar that I put in, so it's sweet. If you don't have an 18-year-old balsamic vinegar, and I'm putting maybe just a couple of tablespoons, you put a regular vinegar, but also you want to put a little bit of brown sugar. So 2 tablespoons of aged balsamic vinegar or 2 tablespoons of acid young balsamic vinegar and maybe a tablespoon of sugar. Somewhere around there. Okay, friends? Don't go out there measuring too much. And the reason why I tell you that is because young vinegar is very acid. Old vinegar is sweet. That's just the way it goes. We're going to put also a little bit of a sherry wine. I have a Harvey's Bristol cream. This is a couple of tablespoons. And also I like port wine. Let me tell you, this is going to be 2 tablespoons of port wine. You don't do wine for some reason? Put stock, put a little extra stock. That's all. It's not complicated. And then we're going to put the stock, friends, and we're going to cook all this. And then we're going to finish it after it's cooked. We're going to give it time to cook. We're going to put stock. I have chicken stock and I have beef stock. So this is a 6-ounce ladle. 1 chicken, 2 chicken, 12 ounces of chicken so far. Now we're going to go to the beef. If you don't have beef stock, you just want to use chicken, just use only chicken. I'm using beef because I got it, and I love my beef stock. It's beautiful. 6 ounces, 12 ounces. So far, so good, right, friends? So far, easy. And then what we're going to do, we're going to mix all this up, and we're going to let it cook. And then we're going to finish it up by adding a little bit of cream. Make sure we got the right thickness. An onion soup dish. Pasta would not be good without Gruyère. I got Gruyère right here. And then we're going to finish it up with Parmigiano Reggiano. Yes, sir. All right? So Give me a few minutes, my friends, to cook this. Also, remember, if you feel that your pot is touching in the bottom, use one of those. They are fantastic. They are just fantastic. I don't care what cookware you are. This will scrape the bottom before it has time to attach. All right, friends, we're gonna let this cook and for a little while, and then we'll test to make sure the onion is nice and soft, and then we'll finish it up. I see you in a little while, friends. Okay, friends, 20 minutes, you should have, look, see, you should have like a kind of a nice consistency of a sauce, soup. You had more stock than this, you have onion soup. Oh, it's delicious. I'm telling you guys, this is great. So look, I got the casarecce pasta. You can get those at the grocery store. You can use, holy mamma mia, use whatever pasta you want. Really, this is not like, I forgot what pasta they use in that magazine thing. Use whatever pasta you want. Fusilli would work. Penne, ziti, whatever you want, friends. This is like, this has no religion. It has no, like we got to follow this recipe. No, we don't have to follow nothing with this one. We just made that one up. A little bit of Gruyère cheese. Follow whatever you want, friends. This is a relax here. We do whatever we want. If somebody doesn't like it, you know what they can do, eh? They can go over there to the next door neighbor, and we're gonna melt the cheese, and we're gonna put a little bit of cream. Heavy whipping cream, please. Don't go out there and give me some light cream and go, oh, the minute I put it in, it breaks on me. Yeah, light cream, do that. Heavy whipping cream does not. Look how beautiful that is. You're gonna rub that all over your body. I'm telling you, wait until it's not so hot though, eh? I'm telling you, this is gonna be good, friends. There might be a little too much sauce, actually. I'm thinking I got too much sauce. I'm thinking this is almost too much sauce. For a pound of pasta, it's too much sauce. So you know what I'm gonna do, friends? I'm gonna take a little bit of the sauce out, and we're gonna save it for another dish. I got the bowl right there with the cheese on it. What a perfect place to put it. I just think I got a little too much sauce. So this sauce right there, friends, on anything. I'm telling you. Or like I said, put an extra chicken stock, a beef stock right there, and you make it a beautiful soup. I'm telling you. Sure, it is delicious. All right, friends. Leave that right here. We're going to take a pasta or the pasta. I got the Italy on my back now because I pre-cooked the pasta. Oh, it's no good to pre-cook pasta. Let me tell you, friends. Before I had a YouTube channel, I was in a restaurant business. Okay, I ran a lot of kitchen. And let me tell you, a smart cook, it's going to pre-cook his pasta 80% of the way at the last minute, just plunge them in the water. Eh? There's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong. I don't care what anybody tells you. So have fun. Remember, cooking is all about having fun. It's about making things easy. You have a dinner party, you don't want to worry, oh, mamma mia, the pasta's not ready now, my sauce is not ready now, what do I do? The way I do it, look how easy that is, right? That's all I want. I just want to make it easy. You know, look, somebody's always said, oh, mamma mia, if you do this, then the Italian's going to be mad. If you do this, the French are going to be mad. Relax. It's a cooking channel on YouTube, friends. I am not charging you for the food. You wanted it perfect? Go to a 3-star Michelin guide restaurant. You'll have it exactly the way you want it. Relax. We're having fun here. Oh, he doesn't do it the right way. Hey, open up your own channel. You do it. That's the way you want it. That's why you do it. In the meantime, look at this. Oh, yeah, baby. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you, friends, this is heaven. This is something. I'm telling you. I'm loving it. Look at this. Is that beautiful or what? You know what I should have done also is chop up some parsley, Put a little bit of parsley on it. What do you think? Right? Make the video a little bit longer. Parsley. Parsley. Which one do we do? Let's do the flat leaf, eh? Normally I take the time to do it really good, but today I'm a little bit in a rush. Remember, for those of you friends that want to save your herbs, you buy it, put it in a container like this, right? Put a towel on it, get rid of this, put a towel on it, put another towel slightly moist, cover it up. My parsley has been there for 2 weeks. Let me turn this off. 2 weeks. And the last 2 or 3 weeks. Close this up. Boom. Tupperware type container, friends. In the restaurant business, we get fish delivered in there, the fish stem. And then just take it, get rid of the stem if you got time. You're probably going to have time because you're not having a YouTube channel. I'm telling you, friends, this is fun. What do you think? Right? Just made the video 2 minutes longer. Right, Jack? Jack, you okay with that? Yeah, Jackie's okay with it. Oh, yeah, look at that. I'm glad I took some of the sauce out because it's perfect right there. This is perfect, friends. All right, let me chop this up. We'll bunch it up together. Bunch it up. Just like that. Nothing special. Put it right in there, friends. But do it a little nicer, would you? Take your time. Do it just nicer than me. There you go. And that's it. You see? I tell you what, that parsley gave it a beautiful smell. Freshly chopped, there's nothing like it, eh? Look at this, friends. That looks beautiful. We got a plate. And we're going to make a nice little plate, eh? Let me get a ladle. This looks beautiful. Look at this, friends. Look at this. We're not finished, though, eh? See, that was the right amount of sauce. I just made it a little too much, right? So now we're going to take a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. We're going to put a little bit of black pepper. Right? Just a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano on it. Yeah. A little bit of the black pepper. And then you take your fried leeks, my friends, and you made, and put it right on top. Voila. And now you have a French onion pasta. I love it. You like? Right? Nice little presentation. I want to check out the leeks fight. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear because the microphone is kind of heated, but you probably can't hear. They're nice and crispy. They're delicious, my friend. I'm going to go right in there and burn myself. Otherwise, I'm going to burn myself. My friends, you're going to love this. This is delicious. Bon Appetit magazine, right on. I should send them a picture of this because that looks beautiful. Friends, thank you for watching. There's a lot of fun cooking for you. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, friends. Wow, I can't wait to eat that. We're going to sit down and maybe we'll do a nice chicken breast next to it. We sauteed, sliced nice and thin and serve that next to it. Oh, let me get the chicken out. That's what we're going to do. Let's eat.